You're listening to Fight Jokes About Everything, a Night Shift Radio original. For more information, visit nightshiftradio.com. Okay, here we are. This is January 29th, Friday. We're going to do our weekly recap. First off, I want to thank you guys for subscribing. If you haven't already, please do so, or follow, or whatever it is on your podcast player of choice. And if you are looking to support it all, Night Shift Radio, our parent company of Fight Jokes About Everything, does have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/nightshiftradio. There is a link down below. Contributing to that not only gets you access to all of our podcasts, but as well as our two other non-podcast shows that are up and coming. You get behind the scenes, early episodes, first looks, tons of bonus and exclusives. So super appreciate that. Definitely, if you're able to support, please do so. So let's go ahead and kick it in to the week of what is going on. So first off, Activision and Blizzard, this is the company behind games like World of Warcraft and Call of Duty, has recently responded to criticism saying they simply can't interview diverse talent pools for every single role, such as they are basically being accused of not actively seeking to search for diversity in hiring a lot of their positions that they have. Following up with that, with what all of a sudden we're supposed to actually look for talent and not just hire within our white boys of Discord chat. What's up with that? Kraft is launching a pink mac and cheese for Valentine's Day. This is coming up in the next coming week. The cheese company most known for their box mac and cheese will release the special edition in the next week. The company assures you, though, that it'll taste the same, like depression and poverty, but pink. So it's pink. Footage of Marjory Taylor Greene, the representative from Georgia and QAnon supporter, has been made public again of her harassing Parkland shooter survivor David Hogg. This footage was shot in 2019, in which she was chasing him down, harassing him, saying and accusing him of being a paid crisis actor. Marjory has also been in trouble for liking Facebook posts about killing Democrats and attempting to bring a gun into federal workspaces. Greene is just one sexual assault away from being the GOP's new presidential candidate. She ticks off all of their favorite boxes there. Pictures have been released showing Kristen Stewart as Diana, Princess of Wales, for the upcoming film Spencer. She will play Diana, as the film revolves around one specific weekend that triggered her controversial decision to divorce Prince Charles. Of course, this follows with the tragedy of Diana being pursued by paparazzi and dying in a car crash. Stewart, being used to being in films that are car crashes, said that she feels very prepared for the role. So that's great. A recent report allegedly shows that New York State has drastically undercounting COVID deaths in senior homes by up to 50%. Or is it that they're counting more because there's a COVID bonus? Whatever the Republican talking point was at the time. But Cuomo was at the head of this potential scandal as it unfolds recently by not releasing total death numbers for not only New York State, but specifically for senior homes. A few of the homes reached out by saying, "Oh, we're supposed to actually look out for your loved ones now." Like, what's next? It's crazy. Facebook and Apple are fighting, so both claiming the other is a monopoly and shutting out competition. Recently, both Tim Cook from Apple and Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook have made public statements accusing each other of malicious practices. Man, I just hope our parents stop fighting so they can go back to paying child labor and spying on citizens while encouraging Nazis. You know, the good old times. Scientists in Singapore, this is a story. So scientists in Singapore have affixed dead Venus flytrap leaves and an electric shock to a robot, allowing it to delicately grasp things. This is the first of using organic matter combined with robotics has successfully been achieved. This is a really big deal. But in an unrelated story, a roboticist in Singapore was admitted to the hospital with severe plant burns on his genitalia. Completely unrelated story. Anyways, so the big story that unfolded over the past couple of days is GameStop stock, and more specifically, the trading app RobinHood. Now, for those of you unfamiliar, I would be surprised if this is huge news in the past couple of days. But anyways, so essentially what happened was GameStop stock and GameStop in general has just been tanking. So the company is on the verge of bankruptcy. Its stock was reflecting that, going as low as as a couple of dollars. But recently, a bunch of hedge funds tried to take advantage of that, and by shorting the company and shorting the stock and trying to make a safe bet. Well, a bunch of Redditors, good old people like you and me, in the Wall Street Bets subreddit, basically got together and decided that what they were going to do was they were going to completely screw over this hedge fund, the hedge fund plan of shorting the company GameStop, as well as a few others like AMC, Nokia, BlackBerry, just to name a few, and decided that they were going to, in mass, basically go and purchase a whole bunch of stocks, which in turn actually caused a lot of these hedge funds to lose millions and millions of dollars. Sad rich people. But basically caused them all to lose a crap ton of money. And in less than 24 hours, GameStop stock went from just several dollars to now, at the time of recording this, it was as high as $450, which is absolutely crazy. So people who, were buying low, selling high, people were walking away with thousands of dollars of profit. And these are people who are not stock traders. These are people who are just everyday people like you and me. One person who was an out of work restaurant worker invested $1,000 late Wednesday night and ended up making a profit of near $5,000 by Thursday mid-afternoon. So very, very crazy story. So tons of people obviously have been very outspoken about this. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Ted Cruz, Donald Trump Jr., all three actually agreeing that RobinHood, the app that people were doing this, which is their slogan is democratizing finance for all, is actually under a lot of controversy and now a class action lawsuit because they actually stopped trading of GameStop, AMC, and a few others because they were quote unquote volatile stocks. So what had happened was it has been revealed that Robinhood is actually owned by Citadel. The Citadel Group, and Citadel Group is one of the hedge funds that was basically attempting to short GameStop. So there's this huge conflict of interest thing, but a lot of people are basically going in and being like, hey, wait a minute, what Robinhood did was illegal, and we really need to take a look at how hedge funds work and the stock market and how it directly relates to the economy, because that is not how the economy should work. And in fact, Biden's press secretary, Jen Psaki, has gone on record as saying that, the stock market is not an indicator for how we should be looking at the American people. The stock market is just an indicator for how the wealthy are making their money. It is not how the everyday person is surviving day to day, which is a complete shift from the Trump administration, which touted the great stock market as a notion of success. But, for anyone who took even the basics of economics class, that is absolute crap. So this is a really big deal. This story is unfolding now, and I'm sure in the next week or two, we're going to see tons of different things. But if you are looking to trade and buy into GameStop stock, right now you're in luck. I hear if you buy a bunch of stock, you'll get a free copy of the game Anthem for that. So good for you. This will be the first time you actually make a profit in turning in anything to GameStop. So that being said, that is the crazy big story for the week and everything else. Again, thank you very much for subscribing. If you would like me to talk about any specific topic, please feel free to tweet at me. I'm on Twitter at @TheMichaelFight, and also on Instagram at MichaelFight. And of course, like I mentioned, for more information, head to nightshiftradio.com, and we super appreciate it. And thanks a lot, everyone. We will be back on Monday.